All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got another home launch golf video for you today. If you've seen the previous two videos, you've seen kind of what we've been doing. I've been trying to test out the MLM2 Pro and test the accuracy of it using the different apps and algorithms that they have to see which one is actually the most accurate and best to use with the device. So we've been testing it against my Foresight GC2 in the Foresight FSX Play software, and so we're going to continue that today. And so today's app is going to be Awesome Golf, which I do think is probably one of the best practice apps that you can utilize. So just like in the previous videos, in today's demo, we're going to try to get 3 comparable data shots with pitch and wedge, with 7-iron, and with driver, and then we'll do a review of the data towards the end of the video. But if you've seen the previous videos, you do know that the GC2 can struggle a little bit at times to actually pick up the RPT ball. Now we are using the RPT ball because that's going to give us the best numbers and best spin measurement that we can get from the MLM2 Pro. But unfortunately that ball kind of does confuse, I would say, the GC2 just a little bit. So I might have to hit a little bit more than 3 shots per club just to get us the data that we need. So like in all the videos that we've done so far with the MLM2 Pro, we are laser measured for setup 14.5 feet from the device to the impact screen. And then down here on the floor, we've got a red T there to kind of mark out what we've got lasered 8 feet to the impact screen. So we're going to be hitting from that location to give us 8 feet of ball flight. This is kind of the minimum recommended setup by Rapsodo, and so we do like to tend to use that just so you can kind of see how accurate it will be in kind of a smaller space. And then in today, in Awesome Golf, you will notice we are using the detailed view. In the detailed view, we actually will get more than just a whole yardage number for carry and everything. So we get a little bit more detail, so that's what we can compare to the Foresight side, just to make sure it's as accurate as we possibly can get. So we're going to get started. We're going to start off with pitch and wedge. I usually hit pitch and wedge about 135. All right, not the best effort on the first try there. Pulled it a little bit. We've got 2 recorded on both devices, so hopefully we can get the third and final shot on this attempt. We've got our 3 comparable shots now, so we're going to move on to the 7-iron. All right, so now we're moving on to the 7-iron. Going to hit 3 shots. Hopefully it can capture all 3 right off the bat here. All right, so we did really well there. We got 3 comparative shots, like 3 out of 3. The last one a little bit thin, less distance, but at least we got all 3 shots and didn't have to hit a bunch. So now let's move on to the driver, and hopefully we continue that luck. All right, so kind of spinning on that second one, so took some distance off. So let's try to go back and hit a good one this third one here. All right, so after all of that, we finally got our 3 comparative data shots. Yeah, unfortunately, the last one there was just a little bit out on the toe, but at least we've got our shots. Now we can compare the data, and that's what we're going to do next. All right, so we take a quick look at the pitching wedge here. We can see we got a lot of green. That's kind of to be expected because we are dealing with lower ball speeds here. We've seen in most of our tests, with pitching wedge, A lot of the data seems to be pretty close, and we're seeing the same thing here with Awesome Golf. So basically the second shot there, the only blemish that we see is that the ball speed measured a little inaccurately there, and a little over 1 mile per hour difference between the two devices on that shot. Otherwise, everything else is green across the board, and that kind of landed us with a 4.83 average shot accuracy score for the pitching wedge. All right, so if we quickly scroll over here and we take a look at the 7-iron, we're going to see kind of the same thing. We're still a little bit lower on ball speed. We're kind of averaging probably around 125, 126 miles an hour between these three shots there. So we've got two shots, the first and third shot that were recorded, that the ball speed was just up a little bit off, over a mile an hour between the two devices. Other than that, everything else, kind of like the pitching wedge, was green. And so we ended up with a shot accuracy score on the 7-iron here of 4.67. All right, now moving on to driver. This has always kind of been our problem area, our problem club, because now we've got elevated ball speeds. With these three shots, we're probably averaging somewhere around 160, 162 miles an hour ball speed. So kind of the same thing here. Shots 1 and 3, ball speed was elevated as far as the difference there. So we were a little bit over 1 mile per hour. But outside of that, and really the carry number, shot shape was great, all green. Spin was really, really close on all three shots. It's just that bottom one there, that third one, the total spin for both devices was just a little low compared to the other two shots. And so that 90 there kind of put us in the yellow metric for spin. But still, overall, if we look at this, we got a shot average accuracy score of 3.67 on driver. All right, and if we're quickly comparing basically the softwares that we've tested in the MLM2 Pro, basically we did Rapsodo's Range, then we did E6 Connect, and now Awesome Golf. Rapsodo Range did a really good job. We had that 4.22 average shot accuracy score between the three clubs, and then it kind of dipped just slightly a little bit when we went to the E6 Connect. And then just kind of like we've done in devices before, Awesome Golf proven to be, I would say, the most accurate software that we've utilized, with the Garmin R10. So the same kind of holds true here. With Awesome Golf, we got an average accuracy score of 4.39 between all of the clubs. So yeah, so comparing Awesome Golf software between the MLM2 Pro and what we just did and the Garmin R10 device that we did previously, the average shot accuracy score for both devices ended up at a 4.39. Now that is a small shot sample size. We only did basically 3 shots with each club, and 9 shots overall is what we're measuring here. But it's still impressive that we get that kind of accuracy out of these two devices. And I'd have to say, looking at the Garmin R10, it kind of beat the MLM2 Pro a little bit in driver. They both had the same score kind of for 7-iron, and then the MLM2 Pro kind of edged out the Garmin R10 with pitching wedge. All right, so that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did and you got something out of it, please like the video. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that. Help the channel out. I will continue to make some more MLM2 Pro content. We are going to be doing some other devices as well in the upcoming future, so stay tuned for those. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you don't miss out on notifications when those come out. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and we will see you in the next one.